I query sometimes how much this wedding was a wedding or a big performance, it's almost like a business deal. A few people have commented that the couple didn't seem to have much in the way of family there, but it's been reported that Kris Jenner pushed really hard for Khloe, Kendall and Kylie to be invited. I mean, honestly, it's a wedding. What's your thoughts?
Well, the presence of so many Kardashians guarantees this a big pop culture event. It expanded generations thanks to the younger siblings like Kendall and Kylie. The only wedding that would outdo this guest list is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding. But realistically, we understand that the Bezoses were secretly married in the United States weeks ago. And while there was a formal ceremony, it was just a big, expensive excuse to party.
Yeah, I suppose sometimes a big expensive excuse to party can be very good fun. But there was some controversy over Kylie Jenner's choice of frock. What was the issue here?
Okay, Kylie's dress was technically a pale silver, but let's be honest, under certain light, it looked white. And wearing white to someone else's wedding, that's a big no-no. It's considered a major faux pas because the white dress is supposed to be reserved for the bride. It's her moment, her spotlight. Fun fact, we can actually thank Queen Victoria for the white wedding dress trend. Before her 1840 wedding to Prince Albert, brides just wore like their nicest dress in their closet, often something dark or colorful. But Victoria chose white lace and satin, and it sparked a fashion revolution that's still going strong today.
Yeah, and it is definitely part of wedding etiquette, I suppose, regardless of who the wedding is. Moving from Bezos to Beyonce, and check out this footage from her concert in Texas on Saturday.
Stop. The car is tilted. Oh my God.
Kinsey, what happened here?
Over the weekend, Beyonce's team, Parkwood Entertainment, released a statement addressing this incident, explaining that Saturday night in Houston, Texas, a technical mishap caused her flying car to tilt. She was quickly lowered and no one was injured. The show continued without incident. I mean, it was, whether you like Beyonce or not, it was a pretty decent display of Beyonce's professionalism because she returned to the main stage and finished the performance without skipping a beat.
Yeah, good on her. And I suppose the more that these sorts of music performances become almost acrobatic performances, the more that these sorts of things can potentially go wrong. But I totally agree with you. Top marks for her for, getting back on stage and continuing with the show. Now, the Beckham family rift, well, that's something that's been very well documented, and we know that Brooklyn missed David's 50th birthday, but apparently he was celebrating his father-in-law's birthday. It doesn't look like things have softened, Kinsey.
I know, and this does not look great because David Beckham has been in the hospital after he underwent a surgery on his wrist. Victoria's posting pictures of David in the hospital, and Brooklyn's posting birthday wishes to his father-in-law after ignoring his dad. Brooklyn and Nicola act like they were raised by wolves and not one of the most famous power couples in the world. I'm sorry, but if your dad is David Beckham and your mom is Posh Spice, maybe show a little gratitude instead of throwing bratty shade. The entitlement is exhausting.
The entitlement is exhausting, and I suppose, Kinsey, we've seen the kind of parallel with Harry and the royal family, but where do you think that this family rift will end up going? Do you think it's something that's going to sort itself out?
I do think it's something that will sort itself out because Nicola's family is likely not going to continue to bankroll these people. I mean, Brooklyn goes on TV in the United States and makes grilled cheese sandwiches. They realistically have to find careers for themselves. I don't think Nicola's family will continue to be their piggy bank, and Brooklyn's going to have to go crawling back to mommy and daddy.
Yeah, well, again, the parallels are stark there, aren't they? On to Prince Harry, speaking of, he made some comments this week that in 2018, Meghan was the most trolled person in the world.
The digital world was so important to us is because my wife in 2018 was the most trolled person in the world. So there was a lived experience in that.
Now, this conference was meant to focus on the mental health impacts of social media on children, a very worthy cause, absolutely no objection from me. Couldn't he just have focused on the kids?
Right. Like, meanwhile, his wife is posting his children on social media. Like, the contradictions continue to astound. But what a fantasy timeline. Meghan's favorability rating was high in 2018. She had a 25% net favorability rating. In the US, her favorability was even higher at 39%. Today, a majority of UK adults, 65%, have a negative view of her. She has relentlessly spent 2025 trying to improve her public image. But between podcasts, Loose, Fruit Spread, and a Netflix series, there's been no significant impact positively on her standing. So, get your dates right, get your receipts. I think we're dealing with victim fatigue here. We're so over him trying to convince us that they are living a hard life from their Montecito mansion.
And I don't think he's helping himself from the point of view that we all remember the great failure that was the World Privacy Tour. And now all of a sudden Meghan is everywhere. Like, pick the pony that you're going to ride and get on with it. Does this just, damage the credibility more?
I do think it damages their credibility more because it completely contradicts what we have seen and what we know to be true. But this is just what we've come to expect from them. I think that there is such an oversaturation right now that normal people are tuning them out. And that's not going to be beneficial to Meghan's As Ever brand, but she's done it to herself. One day she's saying she's going to hit pause so she can reevaluate the brand. 48 hours later, she's announcing a restock. This yo-yo mentality is not a way to run a business.
No, and the whiplash definitely does not give, your investors or people wanting to support your business that much confidence that you're full throttle on doing that. Now, back still on the royal family, but over in the UK, in a reception at Buckingham Palace this week for the King's Trust, and reality TV star Jamie Laing and his wife Sophie filmed a video appearing to mock Harry and Meghan's twerking video. They then posted it on social media. Let's have a look.
Pregnant for way too long. Let's tell the DJ turn it off. Turn it off.
If she a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
And it received this cheeky response from the official royal family Instagram account. Kinsey, obviously a bit cheeky filming in the palace when you're not supposed to, but I think most people would see the funny side to this, wouldn't they?
No, I thought it was so cute. I thought it was funny. It got a lot of great press for the King's Foundation, which does incredible work. I could just see, and I know I'm making this up, but I love to imagine Queen Camilla behind the keyboard typing the winking emoji, knowing exactly what she's doing. I mean, they've got a social media team member did that, but it's so much more fun to imagine Queen Camilla behind the keyboard.
Having a little giggle to herself as she posted that comment. We can only wish that is actually how it happened. Thank you so much, Kinsey Schofield.